Well, welcome to the MPCA Cricket Show for another week. Unfortunately, the rain got in the way last Saturday, so most of the games were not completed. There was one match in provincial that was completed the week before with Dramana winning again. They could have got an outright, but of course they didn't get on. And only one game got on controversially. The Rye match did. Conditions weren't great, but Rye found a way to win, and also Delicum Park played Mount Martha as well in sub-district. We'll get to that shortly, but every other game, unfortunately, rained out, so they split the points as we approach the halfway mark of the season. A couple of one-day matches coming up before the Christmas break. My name's Dan Lonigan. Great to be here for the MPCA Cricket Show, thanks to Blackout Electrical. Swiss Locker, we've got the big man here tonight, Ryan Hayward from Swiss, to be able to talk to us about his apparel and also about the great prize that he has weekly, and no one has picked up the gloves yet. If you've had a great week, we've picked the best player, and mind you, that is yours truly, being yours truly, mucking up again as usual, because he's given people the big BS, the bum steer. He's been telling people go to, well, they might have gone to one of GameFace's offices in Dandenong South to pick up the gloves, but I've just found out tonight, proves how much I know and how many questions I need to ask as a journalist. You need to go to Ryan's facility. We'll find out exactly where they are. That's why people haven't picked up the gloves yet. It's got nothing to do with people not wanting the gloves. It's the fact that I've sent them to the wrong spot. And the great man Sam Fowler's here from the Dramana Cricket Club as well, and he's got to pick up the gloves too. But we're here, of course, for Blackout Electrical, Swiss Locker, also Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Brenny Brothers Brewery, and also GameFace Vision. If you want your games streamed during the season, get in touch with the GameFace team, Glenn Carter and Josh Rickard. Great to welcome Ryan Hayward to the program. Ryan, great to have you with us.
Thanks, Dan. Great to be here, mate. Very excited to be on the show for a change, and thanks for having us.
And thanks so much for sponsoring the show and also providing us with the gloves to the weekly winners for the best performances. Again, I apologise for sending people to the wrong spot. Where do they go?
No problem at all. So we're located in Cheltenham, 4 at 138 Argus Street. We've got our showroom there and all our range of cricket gear as well. So for those winners, pop in, grab your gloves, check out our range, and we look forward to seeing those lucky, deserved winners soon. Now,
of course, if you happen to win the gloves, you're then in contention to be the player of the year. What do they win at the end of the year, Ryan? It's a ripping prize, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We've got our top of the range Grade 1 cricket bat for the player of the year as well. So we look forward to handing that out to the deserved winner.
Now, one of our winners is over on the left-hand side in Sammy Fowler. Sammy, great to have you with us from the Dramana Cricket Club. You guys are flying, absolutely flying. You're undefeated. It feels like it's going to be a bit like the footy team. 2018, you won second division in the MPFNL. 2019, you won first division. You came up from Peninsula. You won the flag last year, and this year taking all before you. It wouldn't have mattered what happened on the weekend because you'd already won the previous week against second-placed Pines. You're going beautifully, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, Dan. Got a little bit lost in that intro then, mate, but went on for a bit, didn't it? No, going well,
That's
mate.
me, Sammy, you know, mate.
I know, mate. I think you get lost in your own stories a bit, but
I do.
Good to be here, mate. Thanks for having us on.
Now, you've got some gloves coming as well. You've seen the gloves that the Ryan has because you made 100, your first 100. What did it mean to you to make 100?
Yeah, it was good. Thanks, Ryan, for the gloves. Be taking them home, but it was a good day, mate. My second 100, got one of the twos a few years ago, so... But it was a good day, pretty special day with everything that went on behind the scenes. So, yeah, pretty proud moment, mate.
And why is the team going so well? And did you think it'd be going as well as it is at the moment, undefeated as we approach the halfway mark?
Didn't really have too much expectation leading into the season, to be honest with you. Obviously knew we got a good team and knew that we can play some pretty good cricket. So, just making sure that I lead well and... keep the boys level-headed. It's a long season, mate, so we are going well, but didn't really have too much expectation.
What do you prefer, the 2 days or the 1 days?
Personally?
Yeah.
I like to bat in the 2 days, just sort of dig in, mate, and beat a rock, but don't mind, whatever. Like a bit of both.
Now, Ryan, you played a lot of cricket. You're with Washington Park in Carnegie, based in Carnegie, of course, in the Seeker competition. Your team is in the second division and you're very close to getting back into first division. You're undefeated at the moment. What do you need to do to just take that next step?
Yeah, we just got the young kids coming through and they're stepping up a lot this year as they did last year. So bit more persistence, bit more hard training and just win some finals at the key time of the year. So keep stumbling at the wrong time and we're look to rectify that this year and go that one step further and get back to the top grade.
Obviously, the hunger's there, and I mean, the fact you've got so many young kids as well, that helps, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, absolutely. We've got some really good professional players, so to speak, this year as well. They're great at training and helping the young guys along the way, and just that year older from 16, 17-year-old kids makes a massive difference playing against grown men as well. So, bit more luck, as Sammy said, and we'll hopefully get over the line as well. So.
Do you prefer the 1 days or the 2 days?
I'm a 1 day man, so I've just gone into turbo slog mode at the moment. So no, I'm not worried about digging in anymore. We'll go hard from ball one. So you get back to your later stage of your career, and it's time to go. So
do you still like fielding the 80 overs?
Yep.
I mean, I know guys like Nick Jewell and these sort of fellas that love to bat.
Yep.
But they've probably had enough of the fielding. You can understand that, can't you?
First slip is a great spot to field, Dan. So we don't shift too far from there, mate. So it makes my life a lot easier. So.
Excellent. Well, let's have a look at what happened, of course, in the provincial competition on the weekend. Heather Hill didn't bat against Baden Powell, 296, and Reece Elmy got 81. Dale Elmy got 93. Heather Hill bowling the best was Spencer, 6 for 68. Now, Baden Powell, Sammy, you've been a bit unlucky. I mean, they can certainly bat, but their bowling's probably let them down a bit. They're on the bottom of the table, but they're a bit better than that, aren't they?
They are. Only played them obviously once in a 1-dayer. And yeah, they took it right up to us. They were probably our toughest opponent to date. I think we sort of only got about 140, 145, and they sort of just fell short. Or it might have been the other way. I think we actually chased. So yeah, it was a good game, but they got some good players. Obviously, Reece and Dale Elmy, a couple of young bowlers go all right. So I think they're going to be thereabouts. So just got to start getting the wins.
Now, Red Hill got off to a slow start, but had a big one on the weekend, but didn't get a chance to defend 9 for 302. And Old Peninsula might have battled to get those, but we know they've got some talent. But Simon Dart, 48 years old, mate, 169 not out. Now, Reece, you played a fair bit of cricket against him. He's played state cricket. He won, of course, Hawthorn's last title in Premier Cricket. He played for Melbourne as well. Yep. What a player.
Yeah, he's a superstar. Little fella, but he can whack the ball further than most people. So, obviously a super talent, and still got it at 48. If I'm still playing in 10 years' time, I'll be a very happy man. So, yeah, good on him. Well done.
Now, Sammy, why is he so good? We saw him at the start of the year. He got 48 against you guys, and it's the first match of the year, and he was sweeping as well as anyone. He's just a great talent, isn't he? And great for the comp.
Yeah, not sure, to be honest. Like, that was the first time I've played him. Just looked good. Looked like he had so much time. Knew where the fielder was, all his fields. Sort of manipulated us around a little bit with his sweep shots from outside off. Just knew what he was doing. Knew his game inside out, and just knew where the sweepers were to get easy ones. Just all that sort of stuff. So he's a quality bat, mate. It's amazing what he's doing at his age. He's best bat in the comp.
And his bowling's all right too. I mean, because you would have faced a bit of him. He actually opened the bowling with Glenn Collette in that game, and he actually bowls pretty accurately, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. He bowled all right. He goes a little out in. So no, he bowls well, mate. Yeah, just a little Simon Darts, mate. He bowls well, so he's going good. Obviously one of Red Hill's key players, so. Good on him.
And Old Peninsula bowling, William Forrest, 4 for 37, LeBroy, 3 for 100. Now, Sorrento, 156, Langwarrin, 1 for 27, Falk made 53 for Sorrento, Langwarrin bowling, Smith, 3 for 32, Matty Prosser, 6 for 33. Now, Langie's batting, Sammy, letting them down a bit. We know how good their bowling is, and they've probably got the best leg spinner in the comp, haven't they?
Again, I haven't played him ever before. Don't really know too much about him, so... We've got him this week in the 2-dayer, which will be good. Bit of fun, looking forward to that one. But, yeah, obviously they got Ricky Damiano from Brighton. He looks like a quality bat. Sort of yet to hit his straps, and he's made a few good scores. So I think once he gets going, we'll probably, help their batting out a fair bit. But, again, don't really know too much about their bowlers either. I know that Prosser's a good leggy. So it'd be good to face him this week. And I think Smith come across from Seaford. He's going all right as well. So... probably their key players. And
Sorrento have got Mascarenas. He's a great pickup, isn't he?
Yeah, again, don't really know much about him. I know he played for England, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he did.
So, he got a 90-odd the other week, so he must be a good player. Not sure if he was a batter or a bowler at international, but...
Both.
Yeah, right.
Ripping
so,
yeah,
don't know much about him or, so...
I mean, Ryan, you've been involved in cricket for a long time. It's great when you get at your comp seeker and at the MPCA... playing on the synthetic, but you get these very good players come across and play, have had a lot of experience.
Absolutely. We had Brad Hodge in our league for a long time at East Sandringham Cricket Club, and it just brings your whole league to another level. And you look up to those guys and you can see why they've played at that next step level or two, if not three. It just adds another element to the competition for sure.
I mean, they mightn't sort of take the attitude that we're going to take over in regard to being vocal, but just being who they are makes you want to play well, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Most of the time they don't say a lot at all. They just let their bat or the ball do the talking because they can. And I believe he was very good for the club culture and taught the kids a lot of things down there at East Sandy as well. So shout out to another great customer as well. So. Yeah.
Very good. Now, Dramana and Pines, we've sort of spoken a bit about this game already. 6 for 160. The Fowler boys, Sammy and Jack. Sammy having a great year, 39 with the bat each. Pines bowling, Pat Jackson, 3 for 49. And Christinas made 31. And Jack Fowler again, brilliant, 4 for 48. And Sammy Fowler, nearly, Ryan, could have made it 2. Best players of the week, 4 for 37. You're having a great year, Sammy, aren't you, with both bat and ball?
Yeah, you're going not too bad, mate. So.
Oh, come on, Sammy. Yeah, well, they're all too modest, so they're not going too badly. Ask him about his footy and he's a star, and he never talks himself up.
No, we're going good, mate. I'm going all right myself, so, yeah, just putting in the work. You know, a lot of extras at training and whatnot, so just trying to make sure I set myself up for a big year.
And talking of big year, you're getting married in a few weeks' time. What's your lovely bride's name?
Claire, mate. You've met her a few times.
Oh, yes, I have.
She won't be happy with that. But
Hello, Claire. All the best. You're looking forward to it? No doubt you are looking forward to it. You can't say anything else, don't you?
Yeah, it will be good, mate. But, yeah, our bank account's not looking forward to it. Well, it's taking a fair hit, mate. So, but no, it'll be good. It'll be good, mate. Be a good day. So, no, looking forward to it.
Excellent. So, will you take a week off from playing, or you're getting married between cricket like a lot of the good cricketers do?
Don't know what I'm doing yet, mate. I'll keep that a secret. So, might be playing, might not be. Don't know.
Fair enough. Oh, geez.
Back, mate.
I mean, you know when you're getting married, you're just not going to tell me, are you, Sammy?
Yeah, next month, Dan. So.
Excellent. So it was a good effort to beat Pines because they're a very good side. They're undefeated as well.
Yeah, it was. Great effort. So didn't really expect that, to be honest. So just come in and, yeah, we started well, bowled first, and, yeah, got them all out for 120, so you can't really complain with that. Everyone who bowled well. Yeah, we fielded quite well as well. So, yeah, it was pretty pleasing. And then I think we had 40-odd overs to bat, so to pass them and get the 12 points on day one was pleasing, considering it rained the next week. So, yeah, we're pretty happy.
Was it a plan to pass them on that day, or you just thought we'll just bat and see how we go? Yeah,
we just batted and see how we went. So it didn't change the orders up or anything. We just went out and whatever happened.
And it would have been nice to have got an outright. I mean, we saw a reverse outright, of course, in the Premier Cricket final last year between Carlton and Casey. And we send a shout out to the family of the great late Ian Redpath. There was a big Casey South Melbourne person, great Australian player as well. And Casey led on the first innings and Carlton beat them in a reverse outright. So that can happen, Sammy, but it is unlikely, isn't it? It doesn't happen a lot.
It is. They're very hard to get, so wasn't really counting on it. Just happy to get the 12 points and, yeah, get out of there.
Excellent. And you sort of got a little bit of a break over the rest of the field now because you're on 66 points and you're unbeaten with 1 no result, 5 wins and 1 no result. Pines have 4 wins and they've had a loss now. They're on 54 points. Heather Hill, 44 points. And then a bit of a break to Red Hill, 32, making up the top 4. Then Langwarren, 30, Old Peninsula, 24, Sorrento, 18, and Baden Powell on 12. Looking at our tips for this week for the provincial for round 7, it is Baden Powell 8th up against Old Peninsula 6th. Who wins that, Sammy?
Where's it at?
It's at Baden Powell.
I'll go Baden to win that one.
Very good. Red Hill 4th are taking on Sorrento 7th at Red Hill up in the mountain.
Yeah, Red Hill. Go them.
Langier 5th against your guys. That's a big game. You haven't seen them before. That'll be a really interesting match, as you said.
Yeah, it will be. Looking forward to it, mate. But, yeah, I'll tip us. Can't tip against us, can I?
Well, what do you need to do? You just need to keep doing what you're doing. I mean, would you prefer to bat first or bowl first? What do you prefer to do as the captain if you win the toss?
I've always liked the bat, but I think the game's sort of changing now, even at international level. A lot of teams bowl first, and we seem to go probably better when we bowl. You know, we've got a few older blokes in the team, so they like to bowl first, but it doesn't really matter too much. You got to do one or the other, so it doesn't bother me too much anyway.
What do you like to do, Ryan? If you were captain, would you bat first? If you won the toss, would you bowl first? And then you're thinking, I don't know what to do, you'd prefer to lose it?
Yeah, we're similar. We've adopted the bowl first strategy, but at the same time, we're very happy to bat first. So especially one-day cricket, you just have to be skilled at both now. So especially come finals, runs on the board always helps, but proved not to be the case last year. So, whatever goes. You can't control the coin toss, and so you get on with it, and you put your best foot forward every time you go out there to play.
And a big game between second place Pines up against Heather Hill third. Heather Hill have done a lot better than most of us thought. They just avoided being relegated last year, Sammy, so they've certainly improved.
They have. I think they've picked up a couple of Poms maybe in Spencer and gone well, but where's that game being played at?
That's at Pines.
We'll tip Heather Hill, big Christian Miller to get a ton, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah, we'll tip him in.
Yeah, well, Vig Ricky won't be happy if they lose 2 in a row. They haven't lost too many games in the home and away season. Now, how many clubs have you got on board, Ryan?
In this league, we've got the 3.
Yes.
So we've got Carrum, we've got Main Ridge and Tukaruk.
Right, obviously you'd like a few more. And what about in the Seeker? Most of them?
Yeah, I think we've got probably the lion's share in the Seeker.
Great. Growing
up in the area, we've probably got 85% of the teams on board in the Seeker League. We're going okay.
There's a lot of apparel businesses out there. How do you stay ahead of the field a bit?
Yeah, our online shops is probably our biggest selling point, with minimum orders of one piece on 99% of our range. So I don't think there's too many other companies out there offering that. And for the product you're receiving at the price point we sell it at, we think we offer a pretty good package for our customers.
Now, before I let you go, our winner, he was going to come in but couldn't come in at the last minute, Walla Palagarouge of the Rye Cricket Club, playing in sub-district, took 8 wickets in difficult conditions, as Rye had a good win on the weekend. It's a mighty effort, Sammy, isn't it, to take 8 wickets at any time? But I think we're all a bit surprised. When I saw the results, I thought, the southern part of the peninsula, maybe the rain didn't quite hit there, but I heard it did hit there, and it was a bit controversial, but they got on and they played, and Rye had a win, and Walla dominated.
Yeah, no, it was good. My mate Siva's coaching down there, coach of Rye, extra mana boy, so shout out to Siva. I've seen some Facebook posts. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but the ground the pitch was underwater. Looked shocking. But I think a few of the Ballon Park boys weren't too happy to get on. Seen a few of their comments on Facebook, so that was a bit of a laugh. But
Can I ask a question about? It was funny because the other week my son plays at Old Zavs in the first and seconds, and the seconds got on early, and and there was a bit of rain around. What's your view on that? I mean, and then if that rain continues and you're on, you keep playing, but generally, Ryan, you can't come on until it's completely stopped. What's your view on that? Provided both captains agree and it's just spitting, you should be allowed on, because if that rain came and stayed, you'd stay on, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it is, but safety first. Like the political world we live in now, if someone falls over and does something, and who's responsible for it? So it's a very fine line. Obviously, we want to be playing cricket every time we can on a Saturday, but common sense prevails sometimes. I'm all for it, but the umpires are there to make a decision. Whether that's an out or staying off the ground, then you got to respect that and go with it.
Righto. Well, Ryan, thanks for joining us. Okay, I'll get this right this time. If you've won your gloves, Sammy's got his tonight. Weller and the rest of them for being Player of the Week in the MPCA. I've given everyone a bum stew. I do apologise for that. A man's got to read his information a bit more closely. Get out to Ryan Hayward and the team at Swifts Locker. Where are you again, Ryan?
4 at 138 Argus Street in Cheltenham. If you're unsure, just give us a buzz.
Absolutely. You can pick your gloves up and you're in contention to win the bat at the end of the year. Sammy, thank you for joining us. Good luck to you and Claire with the marriage in a few weeks' time. Good luck with the pre-season training and the footy. Have you started yet? I know you lost a few players, but it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, meant to be at training now, mate, but had commitments. So.
Does Benny know you're here? He'll be all right, won't he?
He doesn't, mate, but told him I'm working late.
Fair enough. So you haven't trained yet?
No, I haven't been down. We've only done 4 or 5 sessions, so
right.
I'll head down about Feb, mate. So there we go.
Oh, you'll be all right. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Always look forward to footy, mate. It's a bit different to cricket, but no, it'll be good.
What do you like more if you had a choice?
It's a tough question, Dan. Whatever. Bit of both, mate. Cricket and cricket season, footy and footy season.
You wouldn't want to make a decision like a few of these at the elite level have to nowadays, which is tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be tough. Don't know which way I'd lean these days. Would have always been footy, but as I'm getting older and starting to get enjoying me cricket a bit more, so it could be cricket, but yeah, don't know. A few years away still.
Well, good luck. It's been a great start to the year. Thanks for joining us, and good luck for the rest of the year, Sammy. And thank you, Ryan. Thanks for being on board, and we'll catch up with you soon. And also good luck to Washington Park in their quest to win the title and move up to the top grade in Seeker. Thanks for joining us, boys.
Thanks for having us. Cheers.
Ryan and Sammy joining us in our first part of the MPCA Cricket Show. Thanks to Blackout Electrical, Swiss Locker, also Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Breeny Brothers Brewery, and also GameFace Vision. Back to look at the other three rounds after this. Welcome back to the MPCA Cricket Show, looking at what happened in round 6. A lot of the matches were rained out, so teams were able to split the points. For those teams battling, very, very important as we get in towards the second half of the season and the break for Christmas in about 3 weeks' time. Our sponsors on the MPCA Cricket Show, Swiss Locker. Great to have Ryan Hayward in for the first part of the show tonight with Sammy Fowler. As we spoke about Walla Palagarouge, we'll get to that in just a second. He is our player of the week. Sammy Fowler picked up his gloves as well. You get out to Cheltenham, out to their big showroom for Swiss Locker to go and get your gloves, not obviously at the GameFace office at Dandenong South where yours truly told everyone to go, but we'll get that right for the rest of the year. And if you happen to be the player of the week and win the gloves, you can then be in contention to win the bat for the player of the year at the end of the home and away season, which will be in early March. Still a long, long way to go. Also, Blackout Electrical, good to have them on board as well. And our other sponsors, Breeny Brothers Brewery, magnificent brew, GameFace Vision, and also Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Gareth White and the team. Let's look at the Peninsula results from the weekend. Not much happened, but in the first week, Long Island made 202 and Mount Eliza were 1 for 40. Long Island batting, McKenna 78, and the bowling, Mount Eliza share between their two stars. Reuben Higgins 6 for 57, Tom Barron 3 for 46. We've got a game coming up, a one-day match before Christmas where the greats are in. Both of them will be down at Mount Eliza as well. We look forward to that as well. An opportunity for you, if you like your game stream, to get in touch with the GameFace Vision team, Glenn Carter and Josh Rickard. Rosebud 132 against Mornington, none for 52. You'd say Mornington was in a good position to win this. Rosebud have been undefeated going into this game. Hanley made 42 for Rosebud with the bat. The Mornington bowling the first week, Cummings 5 for 23, and McGain, the veteran Bryce McGain, played one test for Australia, 3 for 40. Seaford Tigers 179 all out against Murdoch, none for 24. The Tigers batting, Amandeep Singh 37, Murdoch with the ball. Miller took 5 for 16 for Murdoch, an outstanding performance. That could have nearly been in contention, no doubt was, for player of the week. Somerville 242 are right on top of Seaford. I'm sure Jace Nagle and the team were disappointed. Mind you, Seaford could have still got out of it, but it would have been a mighty effort, losing 3 wickets late on the opening day with McNamara on fire at 3 for 6. Somerville batted steadily, 242, McDonald 53 and Pollard 45. Seaford bowling, Herbert 5 for 39. And looking at the ladder, Rosebud remain undefeated, 2 no results, 4 wins, 60 points. Mornington 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 no results, 48 points. Long Island on 48 points, the same position as Mornington, 3 wins, 2 no results, 48 points. Mount Eliza 2-2-2 on 36. Somerville the same, 2-2-2 on 36. Mount Eliza with a better net run rate in 4th, Somerville 5th. Murdoch 1 win, 3 losses and 2 no results, 24. The same for Seaford Tigers, 24, and Seaford on the bottom on 12. Peninsula round 7, Mount Eliza 4th, take on Mornington 2nd. Massive game for both teams. It is, of course, the battle between the arch rivals, the local rivals, just a few k's away. Mount Eliza hosting this game, needing a good win to just get themselves back on track after winning their first couple. They've sort of been out of form since. Mornington, well, that might have been a good win for them against Rosebud. They only needed 80-odd to win when the rain came in the second week of that game on the weekend. A big opportunity for them to stay in the top 2, so I think Mornington might win that. Rosebud on top against Murdoch 6th. You'd expect Rosebud to win that, but Murdoch, when they put it together, are a pretty good side. Seaford Tigers 7th place, Somerville 5th. Somerville, again, missed out on an opportunity last week. They certainly had Seaford on toast in that game, 3 for 9, chasing a score of well over 200. And Jason Nagle's got his team playing well now. Ryan McNamara back in the side, also very handy for them too. So I think Somerville can beat the Seaford Tigers, who are playing at home at Belvedere Reserve, and Seaford also at home at RF Miles Reserve. They take on Long Island, who are third, and I am tipping Long Island to win that game. In District, Crib Point were playing Carrum Downs and had a lot of runs to make. If they had have got on, they didn't get on. 8 for 288 for Carrum Downs, and so it was going to be hard for Crib Point. Carrum Downs batting in the first week, Cam Dinger 101, Lockhart 49, Gordon Waterfall 43, Crib Point bowling, Jack Johnson 3 for 41. Main Ridge only made 152 against Balnarring, none for 7, so Main Ridge batting, which has been a bit of an issue for this young team this year so far. Banks 56, Balnarring bowling, Nicky Ass 5 for 24. Baxter 152. Carrum were none for 10. Baxter batting, Kamara 39. Carrum bowling, Diatri having a good year, 4 for 53. And Carrum probably on top in that game. And Flinders 8 for 240 against Bonio. Samuel Field made 57 for Flinders. Blake 55 for Flinders. Bonio bowling, Beale 5 for 98. Certainly in that game, Bonio would have had to have batted well to beat Flinders, but they're going pretty well this year, the team that's come up from sub-district. The ladder in district, Carrum Downs, 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 no results. They're on 48 points. Same for Carrum, with a better net run rate for Carrum Downs. Flinders, 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 no results as well on 48. Same with Bonio. So the top 4 all the same, all separated by net run rate. Carrum Downs, Carrum, Flinders and Bonio in that order. Balnarring 2-2-2 on 36. Baxter 1-3-2 on 24. Crib Point also the same as Baxter on 24. And Main Ridge yet to open their account on the bottom with 12 points. Round 7 for district this week. Carrum Downs on top of the table, play Main Ridge 8th. You'd think Carrum Downs will win that game. Main Ridge will be looking for a good performance though. Balnarring 5th up against Baxter 6th. This is a huge game for both teams to try and stay in touch with the top 4. And obviously in the situation with Baxter, they're 2 wins behind the top 4. They just need to find a way to win. But Balnarring at home would be favourites. Carrum 2nd to playing Bonio 4th. That's a huge game for both teams. Maybe Carrum at home just gets the job done. And Flinders 3rd take on Crib Point 7th. A chance for Flinders if Carrum or Carrum Downs get beaten to maybe be on top of the table. That's how tight it is with the first 4 at the moment, all on 48 points. And Crib Point, who made the finals last year, not having a great season so far, looking to sort of stay away from relegation as we approach the halfway mark of the 14-round season. They'd love a win, but I still think Flinders can win this. In sub-district, a couple of results here. YCW 270, this one wasn't. Tutkarook, they didn't get on, so YCW certainly were on top at the bat. Batted really well the first week in good conditions. Bradford 69, Hodgson 52. Tutkarook bowling, they certainly shared it around. Tyab 218 up against Sky, 1 for 24 for Tyab. Bridgman made 65 and Reed 63. Sky bowling, Durban 5 for 30. A great day for him. Now, they got on Ryan Ballon Park. We did mention that with Sammy before, that conditions didn't look great. Ballon Park were obviously disappointed, but they did play. And Rye batting, Suthansha made 32. Ballon Park bowling, Borthwick 3 for 30. And Rye bowling, and he's won the Player of the Week, Palaga Rouge, the veteran, the left-arm spinner, a magnificent 8 for 27. Ballon Park batting, Edra Singer made 37 as Rye had their second win of the season, winning by 75 runs. And Delicon Park and Mount Martha also completed their match. And Mount Martha having a tough year, losing a number of key players over the off-season, and Delicon Park cementing their spot in the top 4 at the moment after dropping down after a poor year in district last year, I should say, down to sub-district. And Delicon Park 3 for 157, Mount Martha 155. Mount Martha batting, Harrison 31. Delicon Park bowling, Strecker 5 for 55. And Delicon Park batting, Guthrie made 50. And for Mount Martha, there was only 3 wickets to fall. The best of the bowling, there were 3 individual wicket takers. Bendel 1 for 13. Looking at the ladder in sub-district, Tyab undefeated on 60 points, 4 wins and 2 no results. Delicon Park, 4 wins, 1 loss and 1 no result on 54 points. So that win was important for them, just 6 points behind Tyab. YCW didn't get results. So they're 3 wins, 1 loss, 2 no results on 48 points. Tutgaruk the same on 48 points, and then a big gap to the rest of the field. So the top 4 might already be settled at the halfway mark in sub-district. A lot of work to be made up by Ballum Park on 26 points, Rye on 24, Skye on 24, and Mount Martha on the bottom on 12. Next week, round 7, YCW third, play Tyre first. Massive game. And maybe Tyre again wins this one, despite the fact that YCW are at home. Skye 7th, play Rye 6th. Rye have been pretty good. They've had 2 very close games against 2 of the top 4 sides, losing narrowly. We had Adam Civarella on the show a few weeks ago, and he knows his team's not far away, and they had a good win on the weekend in those difficult conditions against Ballum Park, so maybe they get over the line against Skye and move ahead of them. Ballum Park 4th, play Mount Martha 8th. Mount Martha, as I say, missing a lot of players. I think Ballum Park can find a way. 5th Ballum Park, of course, on the table, not 4th. Tutgaruk at 4th. And I expect that Ballum Park can win that game. And a big game between Dallicum Park and Tutgaruk. And this should be an absolute ripper. 2 very good sides. Matty Whelan playing against his old side, Dallicum Park, for Tutgaruk. 2 teams, when they put it together, very hard to beat, but maybe at home, Dallicum Park. If it was at Tutgaruk, sitting on the fence a bit here, I might have picked the Frogs to win. Well, that's our show for this week. We thank Blake for all his hard work in being my cameraman once again, and also for Josh and Glenn, and allowing us to be down here at these new beautiful studios we've got here in Somerville. We thank all our sponsors, Blackout Electrical, also Swiss Locker. Great that Ryan came in tonight. Make sure if you still have gloves outstanding that you've got from being the player of the week in the opening half a dozen rounds of the season, that you get down to the Swiss Locker showroom in Cheltenham. We can certainly provide you with the exact address there. And, of course, if you are a player that's been a player of the week, you have a chance to be in contention for the player of the year and win that magnificent cricket bat at the end of the home and away season. Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. GameFace Vision. If you like your games streamed, and as I say, we're doing a few Mount Martha games. We've done one so far, and we've also done a game involving Dramana and Mount Martha at the start of the year. We've got a big game coming up before Christmas. Get in touch with the GameFace Vision team, Glenn Carter and also Josh Rickard. They'll be able to tell you how to go about it. We'd love to get down there and broadcast your games, especially in the second half of the season. And also, another great sponsor of ours is Brenny Brothers Brewery. Got the best brew in town. So thanks for being part of the MPCA Cricket Show. Good luck as we get into round 7. We'll have more cricket show for the MPCA, and we thank them for allowing us on board as their media sponsors and media partners this year. We'll have more very soon. Take it easy.